Mardi Gras. I learned to chase the pain and arm the scars. And my tail fire, that's a Charizard. Then we aim higher than the Taj Mahal.
Of course, this is our first guest episode, is what we were saying. And Jovian is a childhood best friend of mine. We grew up playing Dragon Ball games together, talking about Dragon Ball, geeking out. Our first bonding moment was to him wearing a Dragon Ball shirt. I'm not. No, was it Yu-Gi-Oh or Dragon Ball?
No, it was Dragon Ball.
It was Dragon. Okay, yes.
I think it was a Super Saiyan 4 Goku shirt.
Bro.
Ooh, that's a W right there.
Bro, that's a statement. You know what I mean? Like, that's a real one shirt.
It is. It really is.
6 Edu in the chat says all good. Now I want to say hi to everyone in the chat real quick. We got Edu, we got Lee, we got Isabini, we got T-Bird, we got Brian Lopez, one of our judges right now in the debate. We'll have to get to that in a second. We also have
Curse
Strings, and that's who we got right now. We got 8 peeps in the chat. Thank you for jumping in. Thank you for joining us. We are going to have a heck of a conversation. You know, the topic isn't inherently spicy, but the thing is, there's a buildup of spice that's been happening over the last few episodes, right? Of course, me and Josh don't quite see eye to eye when it comes to what's the record with Goku and Vegeta. He's, for some reason.
Okay, so by the way, I'm not even gonna let you finish because chat. This is what Mike tends to do. You know, he brings in the guest that he's gonna be with, right? And then he's going to tag team me. He's gonna tag team me and try to say some bullshit like, you know, Goku was beating Vegeta in Saiyan Saga, and how can I say this? Well, it's because Kaioken is he can go up to ×3. Also, he won the Ki Blast with the Gallic Gun when Vegeta was mostly fatigued by that point. Oh yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah, it's 3-0. It's 3-0, bro. Okay. If you don't want 3-0, it's 2-0. Goku never wins.
Listen,
he never will win against Vegeta. Vegeta doesn't get W's. That's fine. You want to say he doesn't win against Frieza, but when it comes to Goku, he's a fraud. Goku is a fraud when he's against Vegeta, bro. It's over. It's over, bro. And then by the way, last episode, this guy says, Vegeta also has plot. What? Bro, are you watching the same fucking show? What are we doing?
Bro,
Vegeta has plot.
I'm saying, like, everybody gets plot. Goku gets more plot.
Bro, if you
see what I'm saying, bro, see, this is what I'm saying, guys. This guy,
Res of F is the prime example of plot.
I think I'm crazy.
Res of F is the prime example of plot, bro. It's the prime example. Guess what? Vegeta, we don't. Kiratorium was like, yo, I can't have Vegeta get his first W, bro. I love Goku too much. Yo, let's get Whis rewind 3 minutes, bro. Let's get. Okay, here you go. Goku, yo, Vegeta, get all the fuck away. Come up, and then he wins. Like, come on.
I know.
We knew that was Vegeta's win,
and we knew I'll admit that was bad. I'll admit that was really bad.
Yeah.
I don't really like Res of F too. Like, and that's not only the problem I had with that arc. I just didn't like how Golden Frieza came in and he was like, I'm stronger than you guys. And then Vegeta and Goku are laughing. I'm like, bro, you came incomplete. You did the thing you're not supposed to do. So bone soup. Yo, Lee says Vegeta turned Goku into a bag of bone soup in the Saiyan Saga. True, he squished him like crazy.
That was so satisfying, and I agree with you. And I'm not saying anything Goku versus Vegeta. We're talking about a record, and that's a whole fun thing. But look, Vegeta he deserves more flowers. He deserves these moments that
I think Piccolo does too.
Piccolo 100%.
100%.
Yes,
I love Piccolo. Yeah. Piccolo's top 3 character for me right now.
And I actually, you brought that up on a previous episode with the whole thing with like, how do you not let Vegeta just end the job in Resurrection F, right? And it's like, I've thought about that. That stuck with me. It's like, why not though? Like, why?
Yeah.
If you wanted to show that Whis can manipulate time, do it some other time. Like, this is like, you don't need to. Like, it was
you know what's crazy about that?
Leading up to that point.
What I don't understand about the writing point in that is we go into a universal arc right after this anyway. You could have just shown Whis do that later in the Universe 6 arc in some sort of way. Like you could have just shown it that he does this. But no, you had to do it in Res of F. It makes no sense. We're literally going to Universe 6.
Yeah.
The next arc. Just show Whis do some dumb shit there.
Now, of course, the topic of the show is a good one. We, of course, grew up playing a lot of games. I feel like Josh has come in from a mobile gaming perspective. I think Jovian can comment on that stuff too. Josh can also comment on definitely on card games and stuff like that. But I think we're, if we want, Josh, we can encompass like gaming overall. Like it can be like cards and shit like that too, because you were saying before like you didn't really like own and get into like some of the earlier games, right?
Yeah, like the oldest game I've played was Supersonic Wars, but I played that on PC where you can get the ROMs. So I played that like growing up. Yeah. So when I was like 7 or 8, I would just be downloading all these like Dragon Ball games. Or Dragon Ball Z games. So I was playing that, but I never owned BT3, but I did play some BT3. I didn't play it like everyone else. All I remember about BT3 was Gogeta was the most dumbest fucking character I've ever seen in exist. Like that character, I didn't even know he was that You know what's crazy too? At a young age, I'm surprised I even knew that was broken. Because I think, okay, he's just strong, and I'm just being like a little bitch about it. No, I literally was watching not even that long ago. I want to say like 4 or 5 years ago. I was looking at competitive like BT3, and people Gogeta's just banned all the time. Like he can't even be played. I'm like, wait, so I was right. I didn't know he was that broken till like 4 or 5 years ago. Like,
especially if you customize him, he could have like super armor. So literally, you can't even, unless you're playing in that game as like a big ape, a great ape or something. You can't. You hit him and there's no effect.
Gosh,
like it's broken.
It's so fun.
One thing I wanted to open up the show with, I think, is like a fun little mini topic before the main topic. What is the console that you associate with the majority of your favorite Dragon Ball gaming memories?
PlayStation 2, hands down.
I knew you were going to say that. What about you, Josh?
PS3.
PS3, that's interesting. Now,
yeah, because I played Xenoverse and I played Ultimate Tenkaichi. That's why. And those two are probably my most played games. Did you ever play BT1, Jovian?
Yeah, I have all three.
Oh shit, is BT1 good?
BT1 was the first game that changed the from the what's it called, the 2D like side view fighting game.
Yeah.
BT1 is the first game that changed it to the 3D.
Incorrect.
Kind of like an open world fighting game.
Oh, okay. Well, open world, that's different.
What were we gonna say? Raging Blast or something?
Dragon Ball GT Final Bout was a game on the PlayStation 1, and that was a 3D game. It was a side scroller, but it was 3D. Is that what you're talking about?
No, that's not what I meant. I meant like the actual fighting, how you're 3D able to walk around and stuff.
Shit, I thought I was gonna have one there. I was like, actually, push up the glasses. Okay.
Yeah, you were talking about the GT one, right? Did you like that game? Is that like up there for you?
Yeah, I mean, if we want to like just start jumping into it, like I'll just say that was definitely one of the early ones. Not the first, actually. Yeah, it may have been the first Dragon Ball game I got into, because I played a game on the Advance, but I think I played it later on. And so Final Bout was a heck of a good time. I've brought it up before. I used to love playing as Kid Goku going Super Saiyan 3. I had such a blast playing that game. In the lead up to this, I watched a couple videos just on like each game to like refresh my memory, because of course it's been a long ass time. And it was funny because all the other games that I have listed down here, people had like fond memories of and were like, oh, so good. But when it came to Final Bout, people were like, yo, I remember it being good, but wow, it was a bad game. So I don't know if I'll go back to it, but yeah.
The only thing I actually never played Final Bout.
Okay.
But what I do remember about that game was always like that. I think it's the game's opening like intro cutscene or whatever. Because I remember I would watch like this is back in the day, beginning of YouTube, when you would watch like Dragon Ball AMVs,
Oh
and
my
some of the
god.
AMVs would have scenes from that, and I'd be like, "What episode is that? I have never seen this in the anime. I cannot find it." And then I found out years later it's only from this game.
That's funny.
Me and I kind of had something. Yeah, I remember like Super Dragon Ball Heroes is one where it's like I had that and it was like, Josh, we gotta watch and react to this shit because I love. Sorry, they don't say it's canon like multi-universal or anything like that, right? It's just
No,
considered uncanon.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's fun. Fuck it.
Yeah, I also love the idea that Goku's just working for Capsule Corp. Like it makes sense. It makes sense.
But apparently, I've heard that in Dragon Ball Super Heroes or whatever the fuck it's called, or Heroes, that Zeno like is not as much of a threat.
No.
Yeah, like apparently it's that the skilling is that insane. Where there's like apparently like called the Zeno Goku. There's Zeno Vegeta.
What?
Like yeah, like it's apparently like stupid. The only scene I remember,
Literal fan
there's
fiction.
there's this one scene though that's actually pretty cool. It's where they go Vegito and I guess they got into a fight, but it's Vegito, Jiren, and Hit. They're all together. They teamed up. I don't know who they fought, but they all teamed up together. And Jiren tells Vegito, "Why didn't you use this in the Tournament of Power? You would have won." And Vegito's like, "Oh, we don't." And then they split. And then Vegito's like, "I don't want to fuse with this guy." And then Goku's like, "Yeah, I kind of want to be on my own most of the time." And then Jiren was kind of like, "What the hell?" Oh, was it Gogeta? Oh, it was Gogeta. That's what it was. Yeah. It was the worst. It was the worst fusion out of the two.
Okay.
Wow.
That is.
I mean,
we
I
can
mean,
only
mechanically,
have
mechanically,
spicy-
Gogeta is. I mean, mechanically,
highly debatable.
Yes, highly debatable. We'll say.
Mechanically, if Vegeta and Gogeta fought, it would be like a 52-48 for Vegito, just because Potara Earrings gives you divine energy as well, which actually scales higher than Gogeta. The only thing Gogeta has on him is higher potency attacks like Stardust Fall.
Okay.
That's the only
So
thing.
interestingly enough, in Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, there's a what if story mode saga of Gogeta versus Vegito.
Oh.
And literally the way it ends is I think I can't really remember, but you play as like both and you try to beat both like versus the computer. But I think the way it ends is that Vegito actually has more power than Gogeta. No, Gogeta has more power than Vegito, but because of this was before the Super Retcon.
Oh my gosh!
The fusion ends, and so Vegito is considered more powerful.
Yeah. That's interesting because I think there's points in the story where Gogeta is definitely stronger. Like we were doing something in Discord and we did in our community tab where I was like, if you're talking about just Z, like Dragon Ball Z, and you'd go Gogeta versus Vegito, so Super Saiyan Vegito that fights Buhan, and then you have Gogeta versus Janemba, that Gogeta is stronger than that Vegito. Like I don't think that's debatable. Not to mention movie scaling is way higher than the anime scaling.
Okay. Can I just try to catch you, Josh, in one thing though? I just want to see.
Yeah, sure.
Because your overall preference is Vegito, right?
Yeah.
What is the coolest design for a Goku Vegeta fusion overall that is canon? Or no, you can't like, say that. GT is not canon. Fuck. I was trying to get you to say something for Gogeta.
I would have said that. I say that all the time. Okay. I say that all the time. Yeah. I think
Gogeta's sick, man.
Yeah.
It's the best. Like I'm sorry. And I love Vegito, but come on, bro. Like it's impossible. It's impossible to go up. Super Saiyan 4 is just that's like not the only. There's a couple of cool things in GT. I know that might be a hot take for people, but GT does have good things. Yes, it does. It has a lot of shit, but it also has some good. And the Super Saiyan 4 shit is good. Like that is it. The transformation literally made sense until they hoed Vegeta. By the way, the whole fucking GT. They just decided to hoe Vegeta the whole time, bro. A machine to turn into Super Saiyan 4. Oh, he's like getting slapped up by Baby. He gets basically
slapped by Goten.
Gohan, baby Gohan is like slamming him fucking like nah, bro. Come on. no way you're doing that to the goat, bro. There's no way, man.
And
the best part about him in GT is the mustache, bro.
it is
It's
solid.
the best thing.
Yeah, but Bullet makes him get rid of it. It's bullshit, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's
I know.
bullshit.
Unfortunate.
That's one of my favorite scenes, though.
I love that scene. Dancing to death was ridiculous. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, yeah, Gogeta be funny, bro. Gogeta's such a clown. Yeah, but so we were doing like the Gogeta thing, the Gogeta versus Vegeta, but that's very
a whole other
interesting.
thing. So
they had that one.
I definitely feel like there's something there. I can't wait to do like Sparking Zero. We talked about how we're gonna do like I'm Goku, he's Vegeta, and we're gonna do the different like we're gonna do a fight at base
at every arc.
Arc and so we want to do that thing, and then you have a whole tally at the end. It'll be fun. I want to do like in general like a gaming tournament. Like I want to set something up where we can have people come out. It's Sparking Zero. I'm sure there'll also be opportunities for people to join in and participate from outside as well. But we're gonna have a good time. So obviously, on the topic of gaming, just wanted to bring that up. If you're someone who's excited for Sparking Zero, know that we're gonna have some sick content around Sparking Zero, and I would love to whoop Jovian in that game as well. So if hopefully he can make that, that'd be sick. Okay. Wait, it comes out when? October?
Yeah, it's supposed to be in October, I think. Or did it say fall? I think maybe
they
just
October 1st, and then the second time they came out with something, it's with the Rivals trailer, they put fall. And I was like, why did you go October 1st and then fall? Like maybe they're like
yeah, maybe
it might be November. I don't know.
Maybe it was a mistake.
So we got a few comments in chat here. One Lee says, I love Budokai, but when they switched to Budokai Tenkaichi, I dropped out. They changed too many settings and the old layouts were much better. Budokai 3 was peak. Brian Lopez says, I love Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
Lee says Super Saiyan 4 was amazing. Dancing to death was ridiculous. Bullet is a bully. Haha, Vegeta being bullied about his mustache and giving into pure pressure. True. T-Bird says 2.4 subs, yay. Sabini actually congrats us on 2.4k subs. And yeah.
Thank you for the super chat, T-Bird.
Oh yeah, and we got a super chat. I thought you already talked about that.
No, I was waiting for like the notification on screen, but I didn't see it. But thank you.
You don't get like a hear, like an audio.
Usually, I don't know. It didn't happen. But thank you so much. Appreciate that. I want to ask Jovian now, like first ever guest on the show. Thank you for being here. I want to know, when Tenkaichi comes out, like the first one, right? Is that like a holy shit, this is the future? Like this is like unreal. Like what was that is that the game that had the most impact? Or was it like when they were able to step it up in significant ways with 2 and 3?
Yeah. I remember because when Tenkaichi 1 came out, I remember that like the actual gameplay change, yes. I would say yes. But there was issues with it. It was like they were trying to experimenting with the new layout.
Yeah.
And they didn't quite have it yet. Tenkaichi 2, they were closer, and then Tenkaichi 3, they did it. Like, for example, Tenkaichi 1 and 2, you couldn't do transformations mid-fight. That was probably a huge, for me anyway, that was a huge thing.
Yeah.
And then when I found out on looking at the trailers for Tenkaichi 3 that you could transform mid-fight, that was like a huge thing for me. And I was like,
yeah,
this is what I've been waiting for since Budokai 3.
Yeah.
And like going back to Budokai 3 is still peak for me as well, though. It might be the old style, the side view fighting game, but for me, peak.
I actually wanted to ask Jovian something too. Jovian, did you ever play Raging Blast?
I played some of it, but what I did not like about Raging Blast is that literally to get all the characters, you had to. They were all stuck behind paywalls, and that cheesed me.
Because I was gonna ask,
it wasn't like Tenkaichi.
Oh, yeah. Because I was gonna ask, like, when Raging Blast 2 came out, it was just I think a year or two after BT3 came out. Was there like people who moved from BT3 straight there? Like, was there a competitive scene for Raging Blast 2? Or was it just competitive?
I would
Was
say
it like Smash Melee in the sense of like everyone's still like the hardcore fans were still on Melee, and then some moved on to like the new Smash games? Or was it like, oh no, Raging Blast 2 is the new thing, so we're gonna hop on that?
lots of people moved to Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2. Like it was the new because it was essentially the same thing as Tenkaichi, but with like new generation graphics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the dog.
shout out to
Yo,
the dog.
we
love
didn't just
dogs,
bring
bro.
on one extra guest, ladies and gentlemen. That's awesome. Josh, I want to know from you as well, like,
Yeah.
from the games that you've played, like, what Dragon Ball game has had you hooked the most overall? Is it gonna be
All right.
broken?
No. It's the one. Let me get chat out because I'm about to get bullied.
Oh no.
My most played Dragon Ball game of all time is Ultimate Tenkaichi, bro. It's Ultimate thing. I'm sorry, bro.
That's all right.
I can't even take my own opinion or my own fucking shit serious, bro. Yes, I don't know how many hours I have on it, but it's probably like couch potato D-gen hours on it. Like I'm not joking. And the reason why I know that is because I like maxed out on like 2 or 3 different custom. Like I made so many different characters. Like it was bad. But
Yeah.
So funny enough, I actually only started getting good at the game like 3-4 years later. Yeah. So when I was playing it, there was a part in the story in the hero mode. Okay, one part I did like about it is I think they nailed the hero mode part. I didn't think they nailed the combat was the worst part, and you're going to a Dragon Ball game for a lot of the combat.
Right.
But
Yeah.
to be honest, it was very soothing just flying around and then seeing like an Uzaru like just standing there like throwing shit. You're like, okay, I gotta go there and do this raid. So you would go there, and bro, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There was like my first playthrough. I had to fight like Great Ape. I believe it's Vegeta actually, specifically. And yo, I don't.
Yeah, I forgot that game had the big battles.
And I'll be honest with you, I don't. I think it took me like I actually quit the game because I couldn't beat it for a while, and then I went back to it later. I was so bad at the game in the beginning, like terribly bad. It was so awful. No, but I actually did like the hero mode. I like the customization. That was pretty cool. But I understand why a lot of people did not like it because the combat was very linear, very linear. Like you would do like, let's say you do like square, circle, or whatever, right? And then you go into a combo, and then you'll say, "Yo, click these 3 things," then you do this, and you crash into this wall, and it's like you only have one other thing you can do, and it does the same animation. So like, what I'm trying to say is there's basically like 30 different animations, like in general.
Right,
Like there is
overall,
like
yeah.
like Tekken 3, fuck Tekken 3, like Tekken 1 has like 150 animations, bro. And that shit came out before like 10 years before I was born, bro. Like how are you coming out in like 2012, a fucking game that comes out in like 2011, 2012 and have like 30 animations, bro? Like that's the laziest shit.
That's hilarious. Jumping off of that, especially because you referenced like the Great Ape, Vegeta Great Ape scene, and what Ultimate Tenkaichi was, your experience with that is very similar to my experience with Xenoverse, especially 2. I've really like it is actually like my today. This is what I play. Like I am playing Xenoverse 2. I'm flying around. I feel like it is a game that the higher up you level up, the more you see the value in it, the more you start really appreciating the game. I think early on it can be demotivating, and I think especially when it starts to take spikes up in the difficulty, and the first time it does that is with Great Ape Vegeta. I died so many times.
Yeah.
So many times. And I was literally at points where I'm like, I don't want to fight like this. I was like hiding behind canyons and then popping out Kamehamehas. Like, this sucks.
Honestly, it's easy. It's easy to forget that game's an RPG.
It is, and
It is.
I want to pull up a poll. I'll pull it up shortly, but I did ask the Instagram. I was like curious to know, like, because obviously that's something I really like. I really appreciate about it. I love the idea. Josh, obviously you were just talking about Ultimate Tenkaichi, right? Like having your own hero, especially in Xenoverse, how they really expanded in like the different kinds of beings.
They did it right.
They did it right. And so I'm excited for Sparking Zero, but I'm also excited for like the next RPG because I can only imagine what that's going to look like. I hope that, do you guys think also on Sparking Zero for a second, do you think there will be any sort of character creation, or do you think it's going to be these are the characters that are in the game and that's it?
You go first,
Since
Joey.
it's supposed to be a continuation of the Tenkaichi series, I don't think there'll be any form of character creation.
Agreed.
Usually, what those old games had was like usually they'd have like a special versus mode, and since this is our current generation, there'll be online play. So I'm assuming what you could do is if you have your go-to character, you could probably level that character up and try to customize them in a specific way, and that'll be kind of like your. It's not a character creation, but you're customizing what abilities you want to put like skill points into. So if you want to put skill points into increasing its health or its armor or whatever, or like the power of ki, then that's most likely what they're gonna do.
So you think they so do you think it takes form in like a battle pass?
I hope not, in all honesty.
But we've
I
seen
hope
battle
they're
pass like done well. We've seen that in games where it's actually
yes, I
a
agree.
solution.
Man, I don't want to see my Dragon Ball games hidden behind paywalls,
But
man.
right, and
I don't like it.
I 100% agree with you. But I'm not talking about paid ones. I'm talking about when it's like literally this is just the format for unlocking new stuff and getting excited for progressing your character. Like NHL has this year has changed over to using a battle pass. And yeah, there's like there's an aspect of it where it's like you can buy all the shit in the battle pass, or you can just straight up just unlock it as you build up your XP and shit like that. And so like I think that's a really cool way to do it. You want to give people the opportunity to buy, maybe they can use that stuff in a non-competitive, non-ranked setting. But then when it goes to rank, you have to be at that point in your battle pass. Like I think battle pass is a fun new age way that keeps people excited and in like in the game for a lot of hours. But I know what you mean. When you start burying stuff under paywalls, it starts feeling like exclusive, and it's just not. That's just not fair to the gamer. They're already paying full price for the game.
Yeah, it goes back to like what I said about Raging Blast 2. Like Budokai Tenkaichi 3 gave you what is it, over 150 characters. Like that all came with the game. And then Raging Blast 2 you had to pay for new packs that would come with like 5 or 6 characters. Like that I wasn't into that.
Yeah, and I think there is some of that in pretty much every new Dragon Ball game now.
All the new games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buy the
Yeah.
DLC if you want to get
Unless you got
Beerus and the
a
Battle of Gods guys and whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you got like a season pass or whatever.
Right, which you usually pay for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, what are you excited about in the year to come when it comes to gaming? I'd love to even know, like, from a mobile gaming perspective, is there anything that you know that's coming that you're excited about?
For mobile, not that much. Just Dokkan, I guess.
Okay.
Legends is just too much time, bro. Like to
I love
grind out competitive. Yeah, Dokkan's cool. Like I'm waiting now for Beast Gohan. I'm not spending anymore. Screw that shit. I'm just going for Beast Gohan. We finally getting Beast Gohan, so I'm just gonna save stones for that. But yeah, kind of just talk quickly about the Sparking Zero stuff. The only time I don't the battle pass is okay to me is when it rewards people who finish the battle pass. So what I mean by that is, as much as Fortnite has a lot of flaws, what they do right is for the battle pass, if you actually finish the battle pass, you actually have enough of that currency you get in the battle pass to buy the next battle pass.
Yes.
So now it rewards. Yeah. So now it rewards you for you
too.
finishing it all, and then you can actually buy the next one. And the thing is too, if it's only cosmetic shit, I'm cool with it. But to me, I look at Sparking Zero as just Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So I feel like you put out all these characters, and you know me, Mike. Like I love Tekken, I love competitive fighting games. So like I just want to go in, see like 3 to 5 fighters starting off, see how I liked how they play, whatever, and then work on them. Practice with them and then go out with them, and then if I want to change things up later on, change things up. I think we should go into BT4 in like, yes, you could play it casually with friends and stuff. That's cool, but like it's gonna at the end of the day, it's gonna be a competitive fighting game. Like it is. People are gonna play competitively BT4, and it's gonna be big because I mean there are people I was looking on Reddit that have been waiting for a BT4 like 3 years after BT3 came out, and they're like fucking in their 40s, mid 40s. I'm like, yo, go for it, bro. Like I'm happy, man. I'm happy for these guys. They've been waiting for like over a fucking decade, and they're getting it. They're like, yo, I'm gonna be playing this shit like competitively. I'm tucking my kids into bed and I'm playing this shit. I'm like, yo, this is great.
I mean, me and Joe are hitting 30 next year, so this year,
There you
fuck.
go. Yeah, I was about to say you're not January. What the fuck?
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll sit with that later. Sorry, Jovian, go ahead.
I was gonna say like one thing that just a interesting fact. We all know that I think it was a remaster for Budokai 1 and 3 that came out for the PS3 and PS4.
Oh, okay. I actually forgot about that.
One thing that I ended up never buying that because number one, I have both original games anyways for the PS2, and my PS2 is still like good and working.
Mhm.
I remember when I looked at gameplay, yes, the visuals look nicer, but I remember the first thing I noticed was the music, the background music in the games were completely different. And I was like,
The licensing bullshit.
the soundtrack. Yeah, man.
No.
And then I found out the reason why, and I was curious. Just the other day, I looked at the comparison of the composer Kenji Yamamoto's soundtracks from that game and to the actual songs that he's accused of plagiarizing, and it's laughably the same, man. It's bad.
It's laughably close, eh?
Like laughably.
So, Joe, I am losing you a little bit. Josh, are you seeing him?
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay. So you were.
It's good now.
You're good now. Now you're good. But you were choppy for a little bit there. But we got the message. Basically,
Oh, seriously?
you went back. You saw the comparisons for what it was like. There was an issue there. It was.
Yeah, man.
It was the same song.
Laughably bad.
Okay.
And it's not like garage band songs, man.
Oh my gosh. Oh, but can you imagine if it's like can you imagine if you found out that like all of the Nazi zombie songs were like the same shit happened and then they did a remaster
I'd
and it was
be so disappointed.
What would be the most disappointing thing to hear though? Like instead of those songs. Like Justin Bieber's like most like just
yeah,
like it's not even that it's bad. It's just like why, like just the worst.
It's so out of place.
Yeah, like an out of place matchup.
I would rather you just don't put the song in.
Like imagine because one of my favorite fighting games of all time is 2004 or 2005, I believe, WWE game.
Okay.
And just imagine instead of like Triple H coming out, it's like it's time to play the game. It's like Triple H walking out to like Justin Bieber and shit. It's like what the fuck?
Man, oh yeah, like God. Early Biebs I think would be the most jarring.
That'd be pretty bad.
Jumping just back in a little bit, there are a couple games I just wanted to like read out like just some of the games I wrote down here.
Sure.
So recently started playing a Game Boy Advance game that I never played before. It is called Advanced Adventure, and it is Dragon Ball, like Kid Goku Dragon Ball, and it is a very basic mechanic. It is basically two things: you're jumping and you are punching, and the punching sometimes is the staff. But you can also do like a little up and then angle down kick. But that's all the extent. I'm sure I'll unlock something later. I
Oh,
hope
looks
I
cool.
do.
Hmm.
But it's honestly like just a fun platformer. So I've been really enjoying that as like a recent thing as well.
Ooh, that looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, dude.
I'm looking at it.
It's interesting.
So you can go like, I'm looking at pictures right now. There's like a tournament, like they're in the Budokai or they're in the
I'm not that
Tenkaichi
far yet.
Budokai. Oh, okay. So like, can you go up and down
Yeah.
at least?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You
Alright.
can go up and down. for
So
sure.
it's like arcade fighters, like
Yes.
the arcade battles. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. That's a really
Sick,
good way of
sick.
putting it, actually. Yeah. I'd
Nice.
say
I like those old school games.
for sure. And actually, on that of old school games, I know you talked
Flying
about
Nimbus.
another Game Boy Advance game that you really enjoyed as well. What was that called again?
Supersonic Warriors.
Supersonic
Yeah.
Warriors.
The first one I preferred, I think it was. It's the one that has the Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta versus Goku.
The
Yeah,
the
on the
visuals in the
cover.
game look so sick. Actually, like I love looking
actually
at
great.
Game Boy like games because they actually look sick. 8-bit art is fucking fire.
I actually still have a video of it on my old channel from no joke. Yeah, it's Goku versus. It literally just says Goku versus Cell, and I come back. I literally make a comeback and I just posted it. I was like 8 years old, bro. when I
Send that to
posted
me so we can put it in the VOD.
it. Yeah, that'd be sick. Let's see. Oh, 12 years ago I posted 88 views, not bad. Yo, and like you know those old like Maple Story videos or RuneScape where like it has like the black screen and then the font comes out. It's like so it's just like Goku versus Cell and then it clips to bro. Yeah. Bro, Movie Maker was my editing back then, bro. Movie Maker, bro.
Don't kill me right now, bro. Movie Maker had
Does that
everyone
still
feeling like they
exist?
were Steven Spielberg, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I actually posted it in our chat here in the Discord. Only we can see it right now.
You're a legend.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, let's jump into the chat real quick. There's so much we're talking about, so much I want to keep talking about, but want to say thank you, Edu and Itzabini for $6.99 or $7. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate y'all. We got Lee. He's saying, yeah, for the most hooked. What was that referring to, guys? What do you think?
Jokon.
The most.
There you go. See, Joel
Oh,
Josh
probably.
knows, bro.
He said he played it. He still has NHL 90 for the Sega Genesis. That shit's still as good as any NHL game now.
Oh, it's 94. 94. I also have 94. Currently, I haven't booted up for a while, but on the SNES. So,
Sick.
or wait, no, Super Nintendo is right. Super Nintendo is not. Those are separate, right? SNES and Super Nintendo.
I don't know.
Let us know.
No,
Chat.
it is the same thing.
Is
It's
it the same thing?
I think.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
confused. I wasn't sure, but I feel like it's the same thing. But, you know, look, we're Dragon Ball guys here. You know what I mean? We're Dragon Ball guys. Wayne over here.
True.
I don't give a crap what Nintendo's doing in the 80s and 90s. You know what
The earliest one I played was 96 because I have a cousin who's like now in his early 40s. And there's like
Daniel?
there's like a certain
Yo.
there's like literally a certain angle that you can stay in and slap shot it and it was just guaranteed to go in. So I remember just doing that. And there was one time I won like 40 to like 1 or something. Like it's still hilarious. You just keep slap shotting the same spot and it keeps going in.
That's sick. Yeah, you gotta like remember that shit. I remember like one of the first times that NHL. I don't want to sit on this. Obviously, we're a Dragon Ball show, but I remember one of the first times that it was like one of the selling points in the trailer was like that you couldn't just do the same shit over and over again. Basically, it was like they're going to compensate for shit you do now. Like you can't just go to the same place and fire the same shot every time. Goalies have like an algorithm, they're doing all this thing and that. So I remember that was really funny, but that happened like late, like basically all of 2010s or most of, I think it was like 08 where that happened, but there was a long time even in the 3D space where it was like you could just put it in the same spot. In the chat, SNES stands for Super Nintendo Entertainment System. So yeah, cool.
Yeah.
The other one I just wanted to bring up real quick, and then I want to hand it off to you guys for a bit, is the Legacy of Goku. I played the Legacy of Goku 2.
Oh, I played that actually.
You probably did.
Was that the one for the Was that the one for the
I
DS?
have played this.
It may have come.
No,
It may have
oh,
come out
maybe.
as well on there, but I played it on the Game Boy. I had a Game Boy Advance SP. That's why
Oh,
I
okay.
got
I
into
played
it
a few
late
ROM.
because
Oh.
I came into Game Boy late, and so I got that game and I played
Hmm.
it right after Final Bout, whatever. But I played Legacy 2. I didn't play the first one. I think there's a third one too. But yeah, Josh, you played it as well.
Yeah. I played it. I played that one specifically on ROM. I did have one on the. What's the Game Boy that came out? Okay, I think it came out a year or two before Fire Red and Leaf Green came out. Because like there's the original Game Boy, right?
Yes.
Like the gray, and then there's like the flipping one. What's that one called?
Okay, so hold on. There's Game
No,
Boy.
sorry.
Game
There's
Boy
the
Color,
purple Game Boy Color.
Then there's Game Boy Advanced, and then there's Game Boy Advance SP, which was the little.
I had the
looking-
long one. I had the long one, and I had the laptop one,
So you had the last Game Boy, basically, and you had the last two Game
and the
Boys.
purple one, and the purple one.
Yeah, and you have the purple, which is the coolest. I love the purple one.
Yo,
Yeah.
I was actually just a couple years ago trying to get that and the GameCube, but GameCube for me still till this day is probably like top 3 consoles for me. I love the GameCube; it's so good because the Mario Party is like amazing. Even till this day, like that, like games like Mario Party is timeless.
Oh yeah, those are
So good.
really fun.
That got me and Josh into
Get some
like, I
drinks.
think indie gaming, right? Like
Yeah,
playing with our
like
cousins
all
and
our
stuff.
family and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But now, even nowadays, like get some drinks, hook that shit up.
Bro, that should
There
be our
you go.
next
Yeah,
cousins
nowadays
outing.
it's still
Yeah,
That'd be fire.
that would be fun.
That would be a good time. So, yeah, that was a really fun game. Jovian, obviously you were really, really into the Budokai Tenkaichi series, but like, what is like your new age? What is your current day like? If you need to get your gaming fix in the Dragon Ball universe, what are you going to?
So what I would play most recently, what I was playing was Kakarot.
Oh, okay.
I had a lot of fun with it. Just the gameplay and everything. Like, you know how obviously you played Xenoverse, you know how
Yeah.
the gameplay is for that. It's kind of similar, but honestly, it's just way smoother. And I honestly like they put a lot into that game,
Wow.
and I loved it.
That, I didn't expect that, honestly. Like I've always looked at Kakarot in like a very ignorant way, where it's like, oh, are they just retelling the story
Same.
kind of thing? And it's just like, oh,
So-
is it just lazy or?
Hmm.
But it's sounding like
So-
it. I mean, if it sounds smooth and
So gameplay wise, it's amazing, and yes, it is the same story, but
It's how
it's
well
been a
can you
while
do it?
since we've had a game that and it's also been a while since we'd had a game that would delve into the original story and just play as the main characters and just go through the full story again.
Yeah.
Like I thought they did a good job with that game. Like there's like little Easter eggs and stuff in the game that they put in for fans, and I just thought they did a good job with it.
yeah.
That's great.
You know what I'd like to see? I think with Dragon Ball, like, okay, because here's the thing, Diamond's coming out. I don't want to LARP on this too long, but like Diamond's coming out, so I feel like even the new, like the younger like generation, like the generation before us, and even the one after or before them are kind of like looking at Diamond, being like, yo, I'll just try this, and this is like their first Dragon Ball content just in general with Daima. It would be cool if we got some sort of like Kakarot thing, but with Dragon Ball, because I feel like a lot of people don't know anything about it. I mean, even people of like our age group don't know Dragon Ball. They went straight to Z. Like
Yeah.
they never
Bro.
even like people don't even know like that.
The fact
you
that
know,
happens
Yajirobe.
amazes me.
Like people
Yeah.
don't even realize how strong Yajirobe was back then. Like
Yeah.
people don't understand how badass Mercenary Tao. Bro, before we had Cell, before we have Mercenary Tao was picking up pillars, throwing them at light speed, and going on them. Like
Yeah.
you don't see that. You don't see that
Yeah.
kind of flex anymore. You don't see Kid Goku versus Krillin. You don't see Krillin's first death and Kid Goku's emotions and stuff like that. All in
Yeah.
like a Kakarot format would be fantastic, dude. Imagine seeing the Piccolo arc in that. That's crazy. It would be insane.
The coolest thing is the most recent DLC for Kakarot is I think it's the
Ending.
last Budokai Tenkaichi. So it's the last tournament.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
with
yeah.
you.
So
Where
they're
Go- where
actually
Goku's in
delving
the
into
blue.
some of that stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
actually delving into some of that stuff, and that's really cool.
Are they? Do you know if they're going into GT at all? 'Cause I feel like in a video game
Not
format, GT
sure.
would be more enjoyable for people than like having to watch through that full first arc. Oh god, that's arguably the worst arc I've ever seen in Dragon Ball in general. Oh, it's terrible.
It's
Nah,
rough.
it would still be sick to like play just to play as the characters though, just to have the
100%.
fights.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, at least you would get to play it, so it'd be more enjoyable, and people would be like, "Oh, so this is kind of what happened in GT." Even though it's not canon, I still go back to GT every so often. I
Yeah.
love GT. I do love moments of GT, and I think the baby arc is like really good. And then like only a little bit of the ending of the Shadow Dragon arc is really good too. But yeah, like I still go back to GT.
Yeah, I think GT is interesting, and you talk about the first, like when it came out. Early on, it wasn't great. Okay, let's just put it how it was. But the thing is, I feel like they really came at it from we haven't gotten Dragon Ball in a while because it was the vibe. It was more of a Dragon Ball vibe, more of these adventures with Pan and Trunks, and that was fun. That like to a degree, but also you made like you have all these great characters that you made people love that weren't part of it, and when they were, it was just disappointing. And
Yeah.
Gohan, Vegeta,
Yeah.
Goten. I mean, even Trunks.
That was
I mean,
horrible.
take it in how Oob was literally like the only one who actually did even by the way, he wasn't even that impressive either. But that's how
only after he
terrible
absorbed
everyone
Boo.
was. Yeah.
Or
Like
fused
when he yeah, exactly. And like Oob was still doing more than okay. Oh, actually, Jovi, I don't know if you saw that episode, but I was talking about this with Michael, and till this day, it fucking like I almost hurl every time I see this scene. They're all going, they're ready to fight. So you have like Pan, you have Goku, you have Goten, Trunks, you have Gohan. So you get them all coming down, right? They're all flying down, and then you have Mr. Satan and Gohan together in the back. And I'm thinking to myself, Gohan, I swear to fucking God, get the fuck to the front, you pussy, bro. What is happening? He's like in the back, like Goten, Trunks, Oob, you guys, Pan, daughter, do your thing. It's like, what the fuck? The Pan's robot, Guru, whatever, has more fucking feats than Gohan in the fucking
It's not
GT,
even
bro. What is
close.
happening?
It's not even close. But take it
What
in
is
though.
happening?
Take it in though, Josh. How bad is it that the one win that Gohan gets is against Vegeta? How bad is that?
Bro, baby Gohan,
Oh,
bro.
man. That's rough. Hey, man, you can't blame Gohan, man. Look, he was just getting into this whole ants thing. It was really working out for him, you know?
These fucking ants, bro.
I'm telling you. Okay. So any other...
Kakarot. That's basically that's what I would like.
Yeah, I agree.
Kakarot with Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
I want to emphasize that as well because I think that's something I feel like
That's an instant buy for me.
really
That's a pre-order.
I love that idea. I think like you get the same team even that just did Kakarot. Like Dragon Ball right now.
Yeah.
I think one thing I like is they came out with a game. I didn't really play it for some reason. It just didn't speak to me. But with the one where you play as the humans that are kind of just like around. What was
All
it called?
that.
Breakers or something? Or
It was a good
Breakers.
experiment. Like I think, yeah.
I heard.
Like
I heard.
think they took a chance.
yeah, I heard it was like actually it wasn't a bad game. And
I heard their
so-
Broly update was okay. To be fair,
Interesting. Okay, so
I heard their
Jovi,
launch was awful though.
did you play? So you played
Really?
the game, Jove?
In terms of bugs, I don't know.
No,
in
I
terms of,
haven't.
like,
I haven't. It's not. In all honesty, it's just like not my type of game.
Yeah.
But like I see what they were trying to do. Like they wanted to experiment a little bit, and I'm not gonna like shit on them for that. It's not my personal type of game, but I didn't know it had a bad launch.
So now when you guys like we're here sitting and talking about how, man, how have we not had a Dragon Ball game? Or maybe since Game Boy Advance. We're talking about Advanced
Dude,
Adventure here. Okay.
That is disrespectful, bro.
And then
that is disrespectful.
you put out Breakers. Is that what it's called?
No, so we
Breakers?
actually had
Like-
we did have 2 Dragon Ball games for the Nintendo DS,
Oh.
and they're actually really good. I
Ooh.
actually did play one of them. I think it's let me just pull it. Yeah, it's called Dragon Ball Origins. You play as Kid Goku. The graphics are actually not bad.
Yo,
And there's a
you're
part
actually getting
2
me
version
excited.
of it, too.
I might have to play it. I'm not even joking.
Yo, you got me
I'm not
excited.
even
Hey,
joking.
hey. Like
Oh, there's-
I just remember like the first time I looked at it, like you fight against Ninja Murasaki and stuff. Like
Oh
it's
my.
sick.
Oh, I'm seeing the natives. I'm already in. This is good. Origins. So you said Origins, and then you said there was another one as well, right?
Yeah, there's an Origins 2
Origin. Oh, so
that
there you go. 1
continues.
and 2. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Dream of
Wait.
Origins 2. But you said on the Wii, didn't you?
No, the DS, the
The
DS.
DS. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what the hell? So there's an Origins 2, and I see Staff Officer Black on the cover. Yo, I
Yeah,
love Staff
man.
Officer. That's fire. What? Yo, I love Officer Black, bro. Like, oh my gosh, one of my favorites in the Red Ribbon Army arc. I'm not even gonna
Bro,
lie.
he is a goat. He is good.
All right, bro. Where's my DS? I have like 4 of them, bro.
Yo.
Do these even like? Do these, bro?
Okay.
I don't even want to look at prices
I have an
because. Wait. Before you get to that
Go,
idea,
go.
Mike, I'm worried to check the price of this game just because
Oh.
I have like
Oh yeah.
I have like 15 Pokemon games, like old school ones. You know how much Fire Red goes for now? Like 150.
Really?
I have like 2 of them.
Speaking on that, there's one other rare PS2 game right now that a lot of people don't know about it because the marketing was really bad for it. Like they did not advertise this game. It's Dragon Ball Z Infinite World, which was also for PS2. It came out after Budokai 3, and it plays
Oh.
exactly like Budokai 3, except it has a better story mode and it has like a whole bunch of mini games within the story mode that you would never have thought that was previously in one of these games. And it also had
Yeah.
more Dragon Ball GT characters in it as well. Now, I thought just recently, I thought maybe I should try to buy this game because I
Mhm.
still have my work PS2 and I want to try it. I've never. This is a
Yeah.
It's essentially a better version of Budokai 3, but that I've never played before. Like I've never played it.
And also,
So,
it's a collection
I went on
piece
Amazon.
too.
Yeah. So I went on Amazon and I searched it.
Yeah.
Guess what? How much the price was for the first result that I got?
160.
100. Yeah.
Nah, man, more.
305.
200.
It was 287.
So Jove, Mike, I actually just looked at Dragon Ball Origins 2 specifically, and it's $137 right now. But it would be delivered by Thursday.
What an interesting situation. This man's probably got tons. Okay. He's like
These are
Amazon over
legit
here.
collector's items now, man.
Yo, the cover, like seriously though, I'm not just trying to gas this. The cover of Dragon, if you guys in chat have not seen Dragon Ball Origins 2's cover, it puts a lot of the new covers of video games. Like it just looks clean.
I'm pulling it up for
It
the
just
chat.
it looks super clean. And plus they have Officer Black. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah, yo,
Officer
final
Black is
boss.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, some people actually like Officer Black the most in the arc, like in general. Like Red Ribbon
I
as a
thought it was
whole.
good.
Yeah, Red Ribbon isn't even people's usual favorite arcs.
Oh, it's so
And a lot of
good.
people like, yeah, no, I love
Oh,
it.
Oh my
even if
But
it's
everyone
not
loves
your
21.
like
It's better than most
Officer
Dragon
Black
Ball stuff.
was proper when he shot Commander Red in the hit face.
Yeah.
Proper, yep.
And look,
Oh
are
my
we saying
gosh.
this just because we're potentially employed by the Red Ribbon Army? I don't know.
Oh, maybe you guys.
I don't know. So okay. You know, actually, I want to say one of my favorite parts about the Red Ribbon Army after Goku beats them is when everyone gets there at the end, and then they're like, "Oh, we couldn't let you do it alone, so we came to help you out." And they're like, and he's like, "Oh, thanks, that would have been cool or whatever." And they're like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, I already beat everyone." And they're like, "What are you talking about?" He's got like one hole in his shirt or whatever, like it's nothing. Oh man, Kid Goku's a goat. He's a goat. We also need Popo as a playable character. He was too
Yeah.
involved in
He's
Dragon
strong.
Ball. Yes. He was strong.
He's as
Oh,
strong
mean-
as a Super Saiyan.
I mean, without Mr. Popo,
At
Goku's
least.
spike in power doesn't get to that point without that Popo common kid Goku's train, like the dodging and the meditation.
yeah.
Which, by the way, which arc is it? Is it in Granola, or is it in? No, it's in Superhero, the movie. That pissed me off when Goku says, "What's meditation?" I'm like, you motherfucker! You literally meditated when you were a kid, bro. That's literally like how you trained back then. I'm like, what?
Bro,
Did you just somehow forget?
that's all Piccolo does. How do you not know?
He's like, oh, I've never meditated. Bro, Mr. Popo sat your ass down and told you to meditate. What are you talking about? Oh my gosh. Okay, it's like the people who like are in the studio for Toei are like, yo, we started Dragon Ball at Super. They're not even the Z guys anymore. They just jump straight to Super. Which, by the way, there are people that did that, Mike. Just letting you know. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
when Dragon Ball
probably.
Super came out,
Yeah.
there are people who who started on Super, which is
So actually, we talked about,
Alexa.
yeah, Alexa, yes. So that's okay.
That's your fault. I'm not blaming her. That's your fault.
I thought it would be an easier introduction, and she loved it. I will say, we went in now because I started at Super, I tried to do it in an interesting order where it's relevant, but we're almost stepping backwards. So we did Z at Buu Saga, and then she liked it, but she loved Super. Like, she really liked Super. Buu Saga, obviously not the greatest example. I can't wait to show her Cell. I think it's
She hasn't seen it.
no, she hasn't seen it. She's seen like aspects of it. I've set it up in a way that I think she's excited about.
You gotta show her the best saga though.
Honestly, I wouldn't start from Cell.
Yeah, don't start from Cell.
Started from the Saiyan Saga, man.
So you think at this
Yeah, just-
point it's like stop going backwards and just like now just start
Yeah.
start at
I mean,
Saiyan Saga.
she dealt with Buu Saga's bullshit.
Just because Cell Saga is so much more fulfilling when you see the development of certain characters.
Yeah,
Goes
like
that way.
Gohan. Like Gohan
Yeah,
from
100%.
Saiyan Saga to Cell
Yeah,
Saga
that's-
is
Like
fucking
the payoff
Yeah.
is just way more significant if you
Fuck.
and
start from the
that's
beginning.
why Mike, like we talked about this briefly too on one of our first episodes where it's like this is why we loved Gohan growing up, because we get the Dragon Ball at the end of Dragon Ball, Goku gets married with Chi-Chi, blah blah. We get to Z, he has Gohan, and then we're like, okay, like how strong is Gohan going to be? He's literally the son of a prodigy. Yeah, I don't know about really. Actually, not really a prodigy because he was kind of weak when he was younger. But Goku was really strong and he worked hard for it. Then you get like that whole part where he like destroys Raditz's armor. You're like, wait a minute. Now we're all as watchers for the first time like, yo, this guy's gonna be serious. This guy's power level is like crazy. And then we get the Masenko against Nappa, and then Nappa's like, yo, I have to dodge this or else I'm screwed. We keep getting these rage moments, and then you get the rage moment. For me, that's my favorite before Super Saiyan 2, and this is why I always say this: Cell Saga is my favorite saga. I just think Namek Saga is the most complete in Z. That's all I'm saying. And I think the best rage moment for Gohan, besides the Super Saiyan 2, is when he pins down Frieza. Like, I was like, oh my god, there's no. And Vegeta, the best part is Vegeta looking at him like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? This little kid, it just somehow just surpassed me quick. And Vegeta was like, to be fair, he got there to Namek Saga, and he was kind of getting slapped up in the beginning by Zarbon and shit. But then later on, he's just like, yo, Goldo, bye. You know, like all these people, like Ginyu, all this shit. But when he saw Gohan do that to Frieza, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm like, yo, Gohan, and that was still when Gohan was my favorite character, because Gohan was my favorite character for a long time, and then it got to Majin Vegeta, and I was like, yo, Gohan, Bran, you kind of being a little bitch now, bro. Like how?
That's basically what he says.
Well, that my problem. That's true. But my biggest issue with Gohan and the Buu Saga is you go back to box Super Buu. You say, I'm not gonna fight you, I'm gonna kill you. And what you do is you get killed, bro. What are you doing? Like you get absorbed.
Get killed,
like,
bro.
He got sucked up,
He got
bro.
slopped, or like he got gobbled. He got like ugh.
And just like 30 episodes before that, or not 30, like Buu Saga's pacing is fucking abysmal. Like more like 55 episodes ago, he gets bitch slapped, like you saw in the short.
Oh, that was so funny.
He gets bitch slapped to Bambi's forest, right? Laying there, Supreme Kai, like you were saying, Mike, going, "Where's Gohan? Where's Gohan?" And he just like scrolls on his fucking face and like fucking. Bro, Cinderella's gonna come and start singing and exploding birds and shit. Like, bro, like all this shit's about to happen. Gohan's like somehow gets picked up by Kai, and then he comes back. We're like, yeah, Gohan's back. Ooh, and then literally 6 episodes later, he's like, he can't catch a fucking Patara earring, but he can literally travel around the Earth 50 fucking times in like 5 seconds. What? But he can't pick up Patara earrings. Are you kidding me? He literally, people don't actually understand how fast Saiyans or like the Dragon Ball scaling is. You realize Kid Goku alone, when he's in teen, or not even teen, when he's in kid, he was already dodging lightning, bro. Lightning. This dude was dodging lightning as a kid. You're telling me Gohan at Ultimate can't fucking. Oh my god, this is pissing me off now. Again.
Well, his speed doesn't help his eyesight, bro.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck?
Guys, I have a theory.
Okay, here we go. Well, that's not a theory. That's a hot take because you put in that there.
Okay, you know what? I just haven't lit it yet, and I wanted to do it. Okay.
Okay, do it.
I think the reason we get Gohan moving forward with glasses is because he dropped the earring. That's what I think.
It makes
He
sense.
was like, shit.
It does. It legit makes sense.
Oh.
What happens if he drops the ball again though? What does he do now?
Oh, no.
He needs to increase the magnification.
He's gonna have those round ass reading glasses, like he's gonna be some Harry Potter. Oh.
Oh my god. He's gonna get like those like lenses, those glass lenses that are like thick like this.
Bifocal or whatever.
Yeah. Oh my god.
They're thick as hockey pucks. Yeah.
Holy shit.
I love it. This has been a really good episode. Let's just touch base with the chat real quick. We got Lee sending in some messages. Dragon Ball games are always amazing, but it gets a bit tedious every time pressing store mode and going, oh great, guess I'm fighting Raditz again. I agree. Because this is what I was telling Josh the other day when we were actually on live, and I was like, yeah, I haven't like watched Saiyan Saga in a while, but I've lived through the Raditz fight 1,000,000 times. Because I'll tell you what, I beat Burst Limit enough times. That's another I had to throw in that one as well. I beat Burst Limit enough times. I beat oh my gosh, man. I hate playing the Raditz mission. I hate playing the Raditz mission. It's at the point now where it's so flat that it's like, I don't care. I feel like it's a stale story arc, even though I understand that he kidnaps Gohan, and it's like, oh, I get it. It carries no weight to me anymore. It's just this thing that happened. Anyways.
That's funny.
No, you know, it becomes especially bad especially with people our age, who when you were watching Dragon Ball Z on TV, literally after a few episodes, when it would freaking repeat back and you'd see the first episode with Raditz again, you'd be so pissed. I want to see what happens next in the Namek Saga, but guys, I'm seeing freaking Raditz again.
So for me, I didn't get to experience the Saiyan Saga repeat. I got to experience the Garlic Jr. fucking start and then going back to the fucking So I'd be like, what the fuck happened? Why is Bulma why is why are these irrelevant characters are somehow fucking fighting or some shit? I'm so confused. The Garlic Jr. Saga, literally, I thought I was on shrooms at like 7 years old, bro. I didn't know what was happening. I couldn't understand. And then like I used to watch with my uncle. My uncle's like, yeah, this is normal. This is just normal stuff. It's not fucking normal. Last time I checked, Frieza was fucking losing to blonde-haired bitch. Like, what the fuck happened? Blonde-haired guy was winning. What happened?
Oh man. What happened here? Message deleted. You guys seeing that too, Josh? I see a bunch of messages that were deleted from Lee.
Oh yeah. Wait, why?
Yo, I was telling you, bro. It's a beanie girl. I'm joking. I don't know. That's so interesting. We'll have to check in with Lee. See what's
Oh no,
going on.
I unhidden him.
You hidden him and then you unhidden him?
Yeah.
Josh.
I don't know what happened over there.
All right, you know what? I mean, obviously at the last meeting, you know, we were saying how we might have to get rid of Lee. You know, he's a problem. You know, but we can't go into that too much. Jovian, thank you so much for joining us, man. It's been a really good episode. It was fun talking about games. It was fun having a guest on too, and trying that out.
First one.
Yeah. So thank you, man. Really appreciate you coming on.
Sick.
Let's see if you win Guest of the Year award. Yo, we should do that.
Yo,
Guest of the Year award.
Yo, but here's the thing. There's no way Jove is gonna get it because of the fact that he's associated with me in the rival matchup thing, the record debate.
Oh,
Everyone's
that
gonna
automatically puts me in a losing position, man.
Why? Wait, why?
He's
on your team.
That's true.
Yeah, but I want to support my boy. You know,
You see what I mean?
Which boy?
like
Which boy?
he has some, like my boy Mikey. He has some crazy ideas, and I want to try to
Okay.
debate that he's right.
Okay, so before we go, Jovian, what's the record with Goku and Vegeta?
Oh well,
Michael, look away. Look away.
we're not prepared to give this information.
I'm gonna have to fight that it's 3-0, man.
For
Goku.
Okay, hold up, Joe. Hold on. We got it.
Oh
I love your energy. And I told Josh a little bit before the podcast too. I was like, I have a feeling Jovian's not like 100%. Like Jovian wouldn't have come out and said this. You know what I mean? Like he's doing it because he's like, this could be fun. This would be a good time, right? But Jovian, what I will say is we gotta let him have the superheroes movie because that is a straight up clear. That's the clearest one. But when you have, here's what I'll say. Here's what I can confidently say, by the way.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
It is at the least.
Don't say 1-1 because it's not.
No, I was gonna say 2-1 for Goku.
Okay, bro. Okay, let's just end the stream, bro. this is crazy, bro.
We got Vegeta out here with violations and white flags. All right, that's
violations.
That's how I know. So we'll get into that. Of course, everyone gets stoked for that debate. We've been playing around. Josh really likes the Great Debate, right, Josh? You're saying the Great Debate? No? Okay.
No.
Okay. So we'll hit the drawing board. We'll figure something out. Jovian, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me on that whenever that happens. I'm sure soon enough.
I'll be live streaming me writing notes on all 3 of the fights, so I'll be doing that probably this week.
Oh.
So.
But here's the
on
thing.
my channel. I can't do it on YouTube because of copyright.
Here's the last thing I'll leave you with, Josh. Your issue is that you think there's only been 3 fights.
I know what's happening. I
think you're breaking up. Oh, I'm sorry. What?
You're talking about the Vegeta slime?
I cannot confirm nor deny.
No way, bro.
Oh my goodness. All right, listen, T-Bird in the chat with a $25 super chat. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who jumped in and donated and just in general was here. It was a good time. We're going to roll that intro, and thank you, everybody. Have a good one.
Join the Discord.
Join the Discord.